Alright. What's going on here? Oh, it's YouTube? What up, YouTube? Fucking talking about what's up? Is it live right now?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm ratchet. That's so petty.
We're live.
That's
All
so
right.
petty.
So you want to go live on yours? I'm gonna make the girls go live. Yeah. Where did Red go?
No, one minute to.
I have.
So I'm going to bring them in right now.
These girls. Tell me to put one live on their phone. Hey, we're gonna start, right? So I'll just hit the record. Hey.
Why is this one like that, Ben?
Good, we're gonna start. You bring them in. Bring them in. Tell them to go live on their phone. We're gonna start. The four you have, yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
You can go live?
Yeah.
He's in mode. He has the glasses on.
Keep it up, keep it up. So go live. We're going live.
Where's my Instagram?
Alright,
so we go live?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just look on your phones. You're good. Yeah, there's one thing right there. Test, test.
Wherever you're gonna sit, just try to point your phone
Put your
towards
phone
you.
up right there.
Okay, sure.
You guys know how to go live?
Yeah. No, I don't.
No drinks in there, no drinks.
No,
Oh, okay,
No drinks.
sorry. Check the read. You can sit on that and then you go.
I like your foot so much.
Oh, thank you. It was like, so bless me. I was like, no, get the dress, let's go. Thank you. I was like, oh.
Hey, Red, make sure the red's on.
Yeah, I'm gonna move like your phone to the side and make sure that
On Insta Live?
Yeah.
yeah, Instagram.
Leg one on here.
We're live right now, so you know.
Oh,
We're
okay.
live.
You see it? It's right there.
We are live.
We are
Just like
live.
Thank God. Yeah. the light.
Yeah, lighting. There
We
you
needed
go.
the light.
All right, it gets hot.
Alright.
Oh, these are nice.
I know.
They just like stick right there.
Oh wow, that's gonna be
You got that camera? Just make sure it's on there.
Hold on, I'm gonna move my phone so they can see.
Yeah, you can move your phone.
Sorry.
Just make sure your phones don't ring, all right? Put them on silent.
This isn't even my.
Because people start calling, it's kind of weird.
Okay.
Yeah, can someone, Clark, can you make sure mine's.
Yeah, I got you guys. I'll check everybody's real quick.
Just put on D&D.
I'm
You
glad
put
we
that
all
on?
have iPhones, so we know how to. do
Right?
that.
Okay, I'm putting everyone on D&D.
You gotta
So
move
sorry,
closer.
y'all. Fuck. Too many phones.
Closer?
Yeah, it's gotta go live too. Right?
You want to go live on your phone?
Do you mind I'm moving it to so they can see us, our fellows? Wait, I don't want to block
Make sure
anyone
you put it
on
right
the
here. Put it in this way.
I'm sorry. I just
I know. Too many phones.
That's your phone? Huh? That was yours?
These are me and my friend.
That's what's sitting right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so like that. Okay, no phones are on their way.
Okay.
Okay. You there.
Cool.
You there.
Ooh, that was close. Hey, Instagram
Should I be
live.
wait for somebody to come?
No, it's foundation
Which one?
color.
No, we're good.
I don't even know which one this one's is mine anymore.
Oh my god, my hair.
We'll just see one from the block.
Yeah.
Like this road. One for my dorm. For outside.
That one's not on, right?
That was the one I had, but that's what I meant to be with the scissors.
Hit okay on
Waiting to.
it. Hit okay.
Put it like over here.
Just hit okay.
Sure.
Was not complete
Mine's
correct.
like slap.
You got another memory card? That's what happened last time with the memory card.
That's fine. Just hit okay.
Okay.
It says to enter a new memory card.
Okay. I think it looks good right there. Oh wait, I gotta press start, duh.
That's what happened last
Looks
time. I
so
did a
fun.
whole show.
I would be the one to do that.
Brightness.
I would be the one to
I don't
do
want
this.
my
Hey,
I want my phone to die.
Capricorn gang.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, that's what
I
happened.
don't know how
Exactly
to
the
do
same
this
thing
shit.
that
I don't
happened.
be doing this type of
And
shit.
that's
I
your
love your
camera.
Be for real.
Thank you. Right.
Anyways, turn my brightness down.
Here, let's-
The love puppy ball. Look. The camera.
Straightforward.
Somebody made it
My
last.
shoes look big as hell. This is fucking Versace shoes. They always come out looking big.
do this one.
Chunky ass.
Chunky as hell.
Here.
Turn it off and turn it
Are you good?
Okay, I'm trying to see if we can get like,
Okay,
I'm trying to get more of the people than the.
Right, the memory card was
Oh,
not
but there's the
completed correctly.
phones.
Recovery
Okay,
data.
we'll stop right there.
Right.
Here, let's see.
Hey, turn it off. Let's re-enter another card.
You need help with this? Or
No.
Are those
Oh
on?
no. Good. This is
No,
my
those
phone,
are
baby.
those are working.
I know what to do.
It's this one.
Alright.
man.
here, let me get my phone quickly. What is it? Hey guys.
That's the same
So
shit that happened last time.
welcome.
Look at you on TikTok.
Let's go.
TikTok.
Yes.
No, because they'll probably ban you.
Goes crazy.
Because you say that,
I feel like
Hi
you can
guys,
get
it's
more.
because if
I'm
we
here
talk
today.
certain languages, then they'll probably ban you.
Need position certain way or
Because I was like, Instagram's
Yeah.
low, but TikTok blows up.
They always
Like,
report
yeah.
Right.
You have more like TikTok.
Right.
Here's
a podcast segment coming up.
You definitely do.
She has more followers on TikTok too. So,
Can this hoe read the chat?
okay.
Stop.
That's what it says.
That's what it says.
Can this hoe read?
Whatever. So can we move these a little over? It's not in the front of the camera,
You're good. You're good.
because then our phones can be up too. If you want to pull it up.
I think I like that where it's at.
No.
But if you guys want
All right, we good?
Yeah, I don't remember which was mine, so I just want to make sure.
All right, guys. You recording?
Break your shit. Break your shit.
We're not too happy with you, Melissa.
Nah, I'm okay. I was late. I was
You wanna test out on
late.
Well, I get fast. Alright, cool.
All right, cool. All right, guys. So we're gonna start. We're obviously live, so what you say people are gonna hear. Welcome to Wake Up new podcast out here in Chicago. So let's give it up for Chicago, guys. All right, guys. So today's subject we're going to be speaking about is what makes a woman a good woman. Okay. Obviously, it's a all-woman panel here, so we're going to give each other a little bit of time to speak. So we'll start over here, and we'll just go down. So why don't you introduce yourself, your name, and what you do?
Hey, I'm Zoe. I'm a model. Honestly, I'm gonna jump right into the question of what makes a good woman. I feel like someone that's true to herself and just knows what she wants in this life and doesn't really have to depend on anyone else. Because especially being a woman, that's kind of what everyone expects us to do, you know. But I feel like just a woman, someone that's
We're gonna go straight down before we get into it. So go ahead. You right here. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Courtney. I work in a pharmacy. Do some TikTok, do a little bit of all that. OnlyFans.
What about you?
My name's Lulu. Nice to meet all of you guys. I do bartending. So
Okay.
I'm Smalls, owner operator of semi trucks.
period.
Okay. What about you?
My name is Brenda. I am a CS major right now. I'm currently attending at UIC. I'm second year, and I'm pursuing right now with software engineering.
My name is Iman. I'm a pre-pharmacy student and psychology student at UIC, and I'm also a makeup artist, and I also do TikTok.
My name is Claudia. I'm a model and aspiring photographer, and I work as a server right now.
Sir, where?
Hooters.
Hooters? Okay. Okay, so we'll go back into the question now. So, let us know what makes a good woman over here. We're gonna start with you back in the.
Oh shit, a good woman. A lot like Zoe was saying. Like I feel like independence is very important.
Why independence?
Because not saying you can't rely on a man, but you just shouldn't. Like I mean, I'm not that type of woman to like pay my bills and do that.
So do you pay all your own bills right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or
Yeah.
you live with your mom and dad?
No, I have my own place.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you pay currently all your own bills.
Mhm,
So
yeah.
so you wouldn't like somebody to come and help you out at all?
I will just say I enjoy my independence and being able to do what I want more than someone like helping me financially.
Okay, you said you do a little bit of OnlyFans too.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Like just for creativeness, or your?
I mean, like I figured, like I enjoy it, like personally, like I just like to be recorded, so I was like, why not post it? But like,
Is that how you
also-
make your most of your income? or-
no, absolutely not. Like I'm not in that tier of like,
If you could, would you?
like solely make income off of it.
If that was is that what something you would do?
Maybe, yeah, possibly. If it became like that, then absolutely. But
So I want to go back to you. So go ahead. No. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I feel like a lot of traits. One of my big ones is more like being like supportive, in your man's passion, whatever it is. That's like huge. I feel like, if you don't have a supportive partner, I feel like that's a distraction. So that's super huge. That's probably one of my main ones, but also just being understanding too as a woman, like, you got to understand, well, that goes vice versa, but it helps the relationship flow. So, but yeah, that's one of my main ones. The first thing I mentioned that I feel like that leads the relationship. So
what, that makes you a good woman because you lead a relationship? Or?
Well, the way I feel, the guy should be leading the most, because if the guy leads, then I feel like it allows the woman to submit. So, you know what I mean? It's a double-sided thing. Like if you lead me, I'm gonna submit. That's just how it
But
works.
like the question is like, what makes a good woman a good woman? Not really how a man treats you, or you're submitting, or anything of that nature.
Okay, so
Like what makes you like a good woman? Compared to like a bad woman.
True.
Like your loyalty, or
So as far as the guy and the girl, though.
yeah,
That's what you're saying.
or
Okay,
just in
cool.
general.
So another thing is just making sure that you're loyal. I feel as if a guy's doing him and things of that kind, don't step down to his level. That's the way I feel. Like if a guy's gonna do you wrong, you should probably walk away and do you, stand up to your own, and not stoop to that level. So that also makes you a good woman as well. I feel as if so.
Not to get too mad.
not to not get too mad, but play your
Remove
part.
yourself from the situation.
Play your part. You know what I mean? Like, you got to keep shit player. That's the way I'm saying. You feel me? Like,
Small, what do you feel?
At the end of the day, I feel like a good woman is just like what they said, being true to yourself. At the end of the day, loyalty, respect, and like just being 100 with things. Like it is what it is, and it is not what it's not. So basically, like just hold down yourself. Like yeah, if a man does come in and provides and stuff, then I'm gonna just add to it. You know, so it's just both of us adding and just having not that balance because a woman is not as equal as to a man. Where we never will be, like, and if you do want to be equal to a man, that's on you. I don't personally, like, fuck that. I want to get taken care of. So as a good woman, like if my significant other or just in general, like if he's out there working, doing what he got to do and I got to stay home, well, I don't have to stay home. He provides me to stay home. I'll make sure that house is clean. I'll make sure the laundry's done and I'll make sure the cooking and cleaning, but that's if I'm not working.
Yeah.
And you're working, you're doing your part as a man, as being a good man, a good provider. I'm going to do my part as a good woman and make the household a home. So that's how I feel. Like just a woman is supposed to be a caretaker.
How do you feel?
For me personally, I would say trust itself is what makes a good woman. I would also say loving yourself, putting yourself first is definitely something that I would always like think of like the first thing when I heard this question itself.
But what do you mean by putting yourself first? Like if you're in a relationship, you put yourself first, or
it's like there's sometimes. Well, I'm gonna get into like a little bit of my background experience itself. I've let things slide between like my friendships. There was sometimes that they would like take benefits from me, and I personally did not see it until like I started to see a pattern. And now that I see that pattern, it's like I have to like let them know that like it's pretty much like it's wrong. But
so because you're a little younger, so you're pre-grad, right? So
yeah,
right? Yeah. So you haven't really been used and abused yet, right?
Just wait.
I'm just saying, realistically, yeah. But you're saying your friends, and
Yeah, I know.
Can you clarify a little more for like what do they do? Can you give us an example? You don't gotta give us names. You can give us an example.
You have not been hurt that bad if you can.
Yeah, if you don't have an example.
Nah.
Not that bad. Let's move on. What about you over here?
So I feel like it's a pretty broad question. So I would say like the core like qualities of a woman would be just the same qualities that I feel that should be in a good man or a good human in general, like being respectful, being loyal, being true to yourself, being there. Like I feel that, and also I think if you're gonna say specifically women, maybe more nurturing and being there for your family and having those different responsibilities that you actually are taking a part of.
You can't disagree over there. So what do you think?
No, I agree as
just
well.
nod your head,
I agree as well. Just like basically be like what you guys said, like be true to yourself. Because if you're never gonna be true to yourself, then that's not your true authentic self, and that's not like you're not doing what you want to do.
I got you. So we're all gonna kind of keep giving the same.
No, but yeah, just like loyalty, respect, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like just complete genre. So why do you? Let's go over here and we're gonna just change the question. So why do you believe you would be a good wife, or you should get married?
So
No, right here in the red. Why would you be a good wife?
Because I feel like I'm somebody that like you can depend on, and like.
Is that in the plans for you to get married?
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually, so you'd be a good wife because someone would just depend on you.
Right now, I don't think I'd be a good wife, but
No.
it's because I'm learning myself, and I don't want to be a wife right now. Like.
But eventually, I mean, why would you be a good wife? Like, would you make a good wife?
Because if.
You have a man or no?
No.
No.
Because I'm choosing to work on myself first, but if I were to be.
What's your age group?
Huh? I'm 22 right now.
Okay, so you're choosing to work on yourself.
Yeah.
But you have men though, right? You have
No,
friends.
I don't.
You don't have any friends.
I'm celibate.
You have no black friends.
I don't like
no
men
male
right now.
friends. You
I
have
don't
no
like
male
men
friends.
right now. Friends, but not boyfriends.
Okay,
Right.
similar situations. Yeah, I mean, you have people you talk to that are males, correct?
As if friends, only friends.
Okay.
No,
what
literally.
friend? Like they're good friends or what? You talk to a guy every day. Or what?
Platonic.
Friends.
for her right now.
Platonic as fuck.
Yeah.
platonic as fuck.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't do that shit. But I would say I'd be a good wife because I can be depended on, and like I'm also nurturing as well as a woman too. And
So how many guy friends do you have?
dang, a lot of guy friends. I mean, we're just friends though.
You don't do that one?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I never.
Which one? Is your phone live over there? Are you live?
Yeah.
Are you live? Yeah. Do you know her friends? Or you guys?
Yeah,
you guys are
We're
close?
best friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're best
Right
friends with
now,
guy friends?
I
Okay.
don't mean to speak to her, but right now, like me and her are really close because like our view right now is focusing on like school and our education. So like any guy in our life is strictly platonic or family.
Okay. Yeah, that kind of varies, you know.
But like a lot of people like don't believe me when I say that because they're always like, oh, like you have to be fucking someone or like you
That's
gotta
the
be
culture we
doing
live in,
something. Like yeah, that's so.
So do you know her best friend, the guy friend, or no?
I don't have a number
No,
one
does she
guy
know?
best
Hold on,
friend.
hold on. Do you know her friend that's a guy friend?
I know a few of her guy friends. Yeah, we
Okay.
went to high school together.
Oh, okay. So if you took your phone and was like, hey, she's really horny. Let's go. Well, I mean, if we tested it, then would the guys go, you think?
They'd
or
be
what?
down, but that's y'all's money.
Okay, if that, so they'd be down. So that you're down at a certain point too.
No, I'm not.
Every
What do you
woman,
mean by that?
it varies. I mean,
What do you mean by
we can
down?
agree to disagree. So
But I feel like a lot of men they don't believe that like some girls could just literally not do that shit. Like I feel like y'all like see us as like y'all see yourselves. And it's like,
Hey.
no, I mean I just be chilling for real and like I'm not interested in like having sex to have sex. Like I don't like that. Like if there's energy transfers, like all that shit, like if somebody's depressed, I can be depressed. STDs out here, I don't play with that stuff.
okay, I respect what you're saying. What about you over there? You got?
So I feel. I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Would you be a good wife?
Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna answer this question because one of my long-term goals is to have my own home and get married.
Yeah.
And I believe that yes, because I'm focused on school and my education right now, and I can always be somebody they can lend back onto, whether that be nurturing or caring or being somebody even financially, because I have my own career going for me. But
I mean, what kind of man are you trying to attract? Okay, you say
Yeah.
your own career and all this stuff. Like, what kind of men are you really trying to attract?
So
So you're trying to get a guy that doesn't have his own career
That's
and
not
he's
what I
reliant on you, or what? So what kind of man are you trying to get?
So I believe that a woman should also have her own income. Just
Agreed to a point, but what
To a
kind of
point,
man? So like a 30,000 a year man, a 40,000 a year
No.
man. Like you need, you're going into pharmacy, right?
Yeah,
As you said, so
and
you're
that's
that
six-figure
base
job.
is between 70 and 120,000 a year, maybe
Yeah.
150. So you're gonna look for a man that makes similar range, correct? Or you're gonna
Correct.
have
Correct. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
So so you
me
think you're gonna
personally-
so hold on. So you think you're gonna attract a man that makes over 200,000-300,000 a year by you making, 100,000?
I don't think so, because I do believe that if somebody sees me for what I'm doing with my life, they would be attracted to that, and they would understand what I'm doing for my own career.
They would be. You could get yourself a $30,000-$40,000
But then it's up
your
to
guy
them.
easily, yeah. But you're saying you want a guy that's doing 200,000, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you think he wants you working all the time?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I do believe that life is not perfect, and you should always have a backup. And if I want a provider, I
do
should
you want a
also.
provider? You're saying
Yes, I do.
So you do. Okay.
Yes, I do, but I do also believe I should have a degree or any form of income on my own just to fall back on if we ever go through a financial hardship, because that's just reality and that's just life. And that is possible. You never know what can happen. Especially with COVID. If I'm married to somebody who's in the real estate career and I'm over here making money in pharmacy, I might be able to pick up more hours because of my career over someone.
But you're just talking about
who's
supporting
home.
that man completely.
No, I'm saying that life
If it
is
comes
not
down to
perfect
it,
if it really
yeah.
comes down to it. However, in my family personally, I've been raised around people where the man is able to provide, and then
the man
woman-
the man usually provides, not able, usually
Yeah.
provides. And
Yeah,
he would
he's
definitely
providing.
be very faulty if you're making more than him. Men sometimes get really, really intimidated by that,
Yes,
and
they
they
do.
leave.
yeah,
A lot of
they
times
do.
they will leave. They're gonna
Definitely.
go somewhere else. But let's move on to go ahead.
Me personally,
You're going into engineering, so
yeah. So personally myself, I feel like independence is one thing that I want to keep going as. I don't think I would want a husband yet. For now,
you wouldn't make a good wife.
honestly, no.
Yeah, I respect the
So I
honesty.
gotta keep it real. Like,
mentally ready? No, I wouldn't say that.
But by like 28, 27, what's your year?
I mean, right now I'm 20.
Okay,
And
you're a little baby.
I'm still there. I'm still like young, and I still need to graduate first. I want to like keep my priorities straight, my education straight. I used to work 3 jobs while I was in school, but I had to leave them because I had a credit overload. So I'm taking like 3 math classes and 2 CS classes right now, and it's kind of hard for me.
See, you're based off the system. You're
Yeah.
believing too much in
Honestly,
the
yeah.
system. You're just so you graduate, you think you're gonna get yourself a $60,000-$70,000 a year job. You're gonna make good money. You're in the whole damn system.
I know.
You know, and it really, I mean,
Yeah,
you're assuming it works, and it's just fine. So you're gonna not get into a relationship or something, you know, because you're gonna pursue that hardcore career, the professional career, which is okay.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, building connections is also another thing. Like in UIC, I formed hella connections there.
Okay.
Like I've met like companies, but it's not like it's like, well, let me think.
I mean, you're just assuming you graduate, you get a job, you're good, you know.
Well, actually, no, that's not how it works. Because I know that like I've talked to other computer science students, and not all of them get jobs like this. It takes time. You need to build your resume up. You need to
Yeah, of course, because I can go hire a guy from India for $3 an hour on all these different sites and everything that can do the same thing you can do, and that'll work for me 24 hours. So why would I hire you? I mean, just be blunt and honest with you. Which a lot of companies now are just outsourcing.
Yeah, for sure.
Facebook has more Indian employees overseas that pay probably like $15 to $8 an hour.
And the thing is, you don't need a degree either. Like it can be
No.
either with or without a degree. You can still do it.
So why care so much about your career and then give up your whole love life? You know, that's what you're basically saying. I'm not gonna pursue anything because right now you're kind of. Well, hold on, you're kind of right now in your prime. You know, once you hit 28, 29.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's when probably like start seeing. But I just.
But you really should start now because you're in your prime now. You should find a decent man now because if you are gonna build with the man now, you should start now. And I'm taking that for all you younger ladies. I mean, take it as you want to take it. If you start in your 30s and you get yourself a 32, 33-year-old motherfucker, I mean, he's been around the park, ladies. You know, if you get yourself a nice little 23, 22-year-old guy that isn't as successful, he probably lasts with you longer. But if you're talking about a guy, like if we go back to her making $200,000-$300,000, that's top 1% of America. I know it doesn't seem like it because you think a lot of you women think millionaires are everywhere. They're fucking not. I promise you.
It's true.
The wake up call comes. So. But anyways, we'll keep going on. Why don't you go over here, Smalls? How you feel? You make a good wife?
I could to one that I want to be one too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like they said. If I'm ready to be a wife, then I'm ready to be a wife. And the reason why I think I'll be a wife is multiple reasons. Like I'm smart. It is what it is, and I'm funny. And I know I can do what I gotta do behind.
But you're older. You're
know?
older. You would if you could talk to like the younger girls here, you would tell them like they should start maybe pursuing love, right?
No, they don't want advice from me. Shit.
How old are you?
They don't. No, we ain't doing that. No. I'm in my 20s still. So at the end of the day, like if I would give advice to you, like if you have a good guy, then you know what I'm saying, and he is trying to, work it out. Like there's like they said, there is plenty of fish in the sea, but that fish is yours. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I don't know, I can't speak on nobody. I'm not good at advice. I'll tell you to go bust his windows, or you know what I'm saying. Like don't listen.
I'll give you guys advice. If you get married in college, you can find a man that's in college with you guys. Do it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Definitely do it. It's you secure yourself a lot better too. And
Like
I know it sounds I know you're thinking it sounds stupid, but when you get out in the dating world and you're on all those apps and you're doing all this shit, and I've seen it from people that I know to, crazy psychotic women as it goes. It changes.
Yeah.
But what about you two ladies over here?
I think I will, but I think I won't.
Are you married now or no?
No.
You have kids?
I'm single as hell. I do got a kid. I got a 9-year-old. She'll be 9 in 3 days.
Okay.
So the reason why I don't think is because probably of the stuff that has been done to me. So I think as far as like
can you elaborate? Maybe you could share what's been done to you.
Just some fuck shit. Niggas be on some fuck shit. So like my past relationship, it was.
So older? Are you normally with older guys?
I am, yeah,
okay,
I
so
am.
Older
and
men
just to
are
let
some
you know, the older men don't fucking change shit. They're the same shit.
Yes, they are the
They
same.
don't make no difference.
Oh,
That
okay.
niggas ain't
Can
shit.
you elaborate? You're not giving us any kind of real.
They don't. Well, he wasn't shit. Like, I gave him my all, honestly. Like, you know, I was loyal. Like, I fucking put my support into him. Like, everything you could think of, spiritually, mentally, financially. Like, I did all that shit. And I honestly didn't get it reciprocated back. So,
and he left or you left?
I left, but like he also agreed because he knew that it was just that time, you know, like you know, he probably reached out like one time after, but after that it's been a while now, so I feel like he gets it now, which is good because honestly I prayed for that shit. I was like, God, please help me stay away from this nigga. Please help him stay away from me. And look at
what did he do for a living?
He actually is the IT tech.
Okay.
Yeah. So here in Chicago.
So that experience, did that make you swing the other way or no? Are you into women now?
I've always been into women.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing he didn't like either. It's like, how you don't like that shit? Like stop playing. But yeah, I've always been into women. So, but yeah, so that's the only reason why I feel like I wouldn't, because I since that situation happened, I feel like I was always a good person, but since that happened, I need to work on myself now because, you know, I've been a little like fucked with, damaged, played with or whatever. So I got to go find myself before I can even think about loving somebody else. Like I'm still learning to read.
So you value more now your peace and your personal life?
All of that means so much to me. Like if I can't provide
but
that
you
for
still
myself,
get lonely then.
Oh hell yeah, I get lonely.
You know?
But I got a toy, so you feel me? that makes up for it. That shit keeps me real motherfucking right there.
Okay, we'll go on to the next one. I appreciate your story over there. What about you? You make a good wife?
So personally, like not hating on anybody, but I don't believe in marriage. I think that marriage is a trap. I don't believe in being with one person. I just want to have whoever I want when I want them. So to me, that's unfair to be with one person.
So do you have a boyfriend now?
No. I tried that, and like we were both like fucking around on each other, and he got jealous and toxic, and it was just real bad. But like he knew what he was getting into.
You tell them. I fuck around, like when you get into a relationship, this is what I do. I fuck around.
I tell people straight up, like I tell people I don't want a relationship. First of all, I'm not looking for a relationship.
How old are you if you don't mind?
26.
Okay, so you're married.
Yeah, but I've never like that's.
What do you do besides OnlyFans?
I like to go to concerts. Like I go to a lot of.
No, do you do anything else to make money?
Like work? Yeah, I'm a pharmacy tech.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like my job, like my full-time job.
Okay.
OnlyFans, I do like a couple hours a month. Like it's no big deal.
Okay.
But yeah.
So you're not looking to be a wife at all?
No. Definitely nowhere in the.
Are you close to your mom at all?
Yeah, but
like what, a mom and dad? Do you have mom and dad?
Yeah. Good
so they don't intrude it, like they don't try to put that on you. Hey, you should get married.
I've been saying I don't want to be married since I was a little kid. Like they just know that's not.
Are you into girls too?
Yeah, I mean, like I like girls and like I would fuck girls and I would be with girls, but like I could never like be in a relationship.
Would you ever be in an open relationship?
Yes, I would definitely love to be in an open relationship.
That shit toxic as hell.
We're girls.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like we're girls.
I did that before. That shit toxic as hell. Like no,
Yeah.
toxic. Like it's fun and games until that shit one catches feelings and you.
Yeah.
That's why like
what's the feelings involved?
I'm completely honest. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm seeing a few people now, and like one of them I started tonight.
A few people.
Nah, you either look.
So none of them give a fuck or what? They all know about each other.
No, like the people that I've told, like, look, I'm starting to kind of have feelings for you. If that weirds you out, we can end this. Like that's up to you. They're just like, I don't really care. Like I don't.
Once somebody tells me that, I'm like, bye.
Yeah,
I'm going.
Yeah, I've never had like a guy really. I've had a couple guys like ask me to move in like after a couple of times of seeing them, and then I'd stop talking to them because that's weird to me. I don't know.
So when anybody like actually likes you, you just shut it down.
Yeah.
So you're better just get fucked and leave.
Yeah.
Pretty much, right?
That's
fine, you know.
But like,
hey, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, that's the way you want to be.
She got nigga wings.
Yeah, I feel like I think more like men.
I think you wouldn't say that. I don't really believe that. You know.
What?
You just get fucked and then that's it. We're done. You know.
Never
hear from anybody.
See, this is like your thing, right? Like if you want to get your pleasure off, you just get your pleasure.
Right.
Don't even let them finish. Fuck you talking about. You get your shit.
No, they
Yo,
have
hold on a second.
I personally cannot be satisfied if a man isn't finished.
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
were in our last episode here. A lot of girls were talking about oral and all this shit. Well, let me tell you something. I never really spoke too much on on my opinion on the oral and all that. Well, if I just bring you home, okay, and any man, and I would say,
never ask a man.
listen, give me the mic, okay. Any man that does bring you home or whatever, right? Why the fuck's he gonna eat you out after the first time? Like,
Yeah.
he's just fucking you. We're not going down on you, and that's depends on the man, but realistically, if he does, he hasn't got pussy for a long time. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
And he's a simp. Okay, that would be it. He's like, oh, fuck, I'm not getting no pussy, so I'm gonna go down on this bitch right away. No way. You just pick up a bitch from the club and assume that I'm gonna just go down on her. No way does one motherfucker that actually has some kind of value decide, hey, I'm just gonna go down on this dirty ass bitch. Because if I just picked you up at the club, who else just picked you at the club last week or the week before or whatever? So why the fuck am I gonna go eat you up? At the end of the day. And now it's women on women. That's why you guys fuck around. Women are fucking around with so many other women because men, they're not doing that shit right away. You gotta get into some kind of you need to know that bitch is clean, okay? Because if you're fucking around and all that shit, I'm not going down there to smelly ass shit. Hell no. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. You were at the club dancing, doing whatever. Your fucking jeans are rubbing. You smell like shit too. It ain't so clean.
He said you smell like shit too.
I'm just saying it ain't so clean too.
That's true.
But I mean, go over here. What you give us? Would you make a good wife over there?
For the right person, yeah.
What would make you a good wife?
I'm loyal. I'm there for you. Like, I understand.
Let's get away from loyalty. What else do you do?
Well, me, I have my own everything. Like, I come with my own set of everything, so I don't have to go looking for anyone to come provide or give me something that I don't already have. So it's really just.
But as men, we want to provide. I want you guys to know that. So you guys are like, oh, we don't want to do anything. Yeah, men do want to provide.
That's
If you
great.
meet a real man, he's gonna provide for you. If you meet a real man, he's gonna
I'd
provide
like
for
to
you.
provide it too, but at the end of the day, like, I understand that sometimes, especially if it's a man that I care about, he's not gonna always be up. The same way, if he's not always up, he can depend on me to have.
Okay, so let's go into salary wise. What are you looking for salary wise? What does this guy gotta make? I mean, you're choosing.
You gotta match or at least make more than I make.
Okay, so give a rough estimate about what you want your man to make.
Shit, above 60K.
Above 60K, how tall?
70K. He gotta be tall. I'm sorry. I gotta think about my kid wise. I gotta think about genetics. I
Like
can't have no short. I
masculinity.
can't date a
Let's
short
get
man.
some-
Okay, so how tall?
I want to say at least 6'1",
Okay,
6'2".
so over 70,000 a year, 6'1".
Just the basics.
You have
That's
a
like
house,
the minimums.
car, whatever.
The minimums. Yeah, everything I have, he has to have too. 'Cause-
Okay, you have a house?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm in the process of getting a house. I have my own apartment right now. My
Okay.
own car. I hope to have a house and be moved actually out of Chicago by the end of September, which is great.
So they actually find a man like that. They did a lot of research. You're like a 1.5% chance of finding a guy 6 foot making over 70,000 a year. That's single. That's actually single. 1.5, and he's not obese or doesn't have any kind of chronic
Yeah, that's why you got
psychological illnesses. So that's the rarity of finding a man like that. But what about looks? You don't care about looks?
I mean, they have to be attractive. Yeah, I'm not gonna just date someone ugly, obviously.
That's just human
like
nature,
like
though.
people be like,
Hold
yeah,
on.
I could. If their personalities right. Like I love personality. Honestly, I consider myself pansexual. I consider myself. I wouldn't.
Pansexual?
Yeah.
So you're into trans and all that shit?
Yeah,
You're
I
into
feel like if your
trannies?
vibe was right, if your personality.
That's what
was
pansexual
right,
is,
yeah.
right? So let's elaborate pansexual because I've actually heard this term just recently. It's kind of weird. So you'll be into like a tranny or
Yeah,
anything
I
like
could be
that?
into a trans person, a man, woman, whatever you identify as long as you
Vibe right with you.
vibe right, you're on your shit, and I'm able to get my nut off. That's it. That's all.
What about you? What do you look for in a man? No, blondie.
Ooh. I wouldn't say I have a type, but
We were just talking about looks. You gotta look decent,
oh,
right?
absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
But for you, it's just about getting fucked and left.
No.
I mean, we would go back a little bit. That's what it's about.
I need like some potential.
That's what you just said. I mean,
I need like potential. Like I can't just be like with losers. Like I have standards.
But
Just
you're on
because I like
OnlyFans.
sex doesn't mean that.
you're on OnlyFans, right? Are
Yeah.
you sexing on OnlyFans or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so
But
he's got
it's
money.
people that I.
Well, hold
would
on. So if
agree
he's
with.
got money and he looks decent, you're going.
I'm not just fucking everyone.
I
You
didn't
make it
say
sound
that.
like
I'm sorry, I didn't say that.
But like,
That's
no, like,
you assumed I said that. I didn't say that.
Yeah,
Something
no.
in the back of your head saying, "Damn, I'm fucking everybody."
no.
I'm just,
I
I'm
do
just
have-
wondering.
Oh,
I'm just wondering. What about you over there?
Actually, put some woman I'm sorry.
What's your type?
We're gonna switch. Go ahead.
Basically,
My turn, right? I want to talk some shit. Don't do
All right.
that.
You know, go ahead.
So one
what's
more
your
time.
type of man?
What's your type of man?
Okay, so I really don't have a type.
Okay, you have a
to be
type.
honest with
Let's
you.
just stop saying you don't have a type. You
I
have a-
don't.
You had a baby with a guy. You have a type.
I don't have
He
a type.
obviously was
Look,
with you for a little bit. You
If
have some
I
kind of
vibe
type.
with you, I vibe with you.
Okay, so what did he look like? What
The
did your
man
man
that
look
had
like
a
that had the baby? You had the baby.
Well, he got like a little goatee going on, a little beard. He's a little dark skin.
So you have a type over 5 foot?
Yeah,
He's not
definitely.
obese?
I like tall guys. I
Okay.
like tall guys. I do. They're very attractive to me. But I really can't say like if I vibe with you and you give me that energy and we're vibing.
Guys, vibe. Stop
It
using
is,
vibe.
though.
Please
That's
stop.
what it
Stop.
is. That's what
Vibe.
it's
I
about.
vibe with you. What the fuck?
Is
So
that-
if you're
that's where
fucking
it starts,
400 pounds and you make money, then he gets you. If he's, I mean, what's the classification? Get away from the vibe, whatever.
Okay.
We're not fucking in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like more than that. You said 500 pounds.
No, I'm just saying there's a qualification for you.
Yeah,
Every girl
I'm
has
not
it.
into all of that, but I also like a man that's doing something with his life. You know, I don't
Okay.
want a nigga that's sitting there playing games and fucking on the TV just doing shit. Like I want a nigga who's really actually out here elevating, thinking about what's my next move. How can I help my girl? How can I help myself? How can my girl help me? Like all of that is.
But let's go
important.
back. So type. What does he look like? Tall, money. What does he got to make?
Okay, so I do like tall men. I do. I prefer them over anything.
Short man. Okay.
I like tall men. I do.
Gotta make.
As far as money, like it just has to match me. Like I got big goals, so I at least want to have like at least like 4 sources of income. I would want the same for him as well. So anything around there, you know, I'm a huge believer that even if you got one thing going on, like, hey, what can I do to elevate this business to make the next business?
So you just want to build with a man, right?
I want to
So
build.
is that what you're
That's
saying?
That's
A
what,
guy that
that's
you can
what it's
build with?
about. You gotta build.
So you should go after younger men if you wanted some advice.
I wouldn't say younger men. You really.
Okay,
don't
well, I
know.
mean, a guy that's 35, 36, 38, 40, he's built. That's it. That's as much as he's gonna make. Okay. You ever heard? I mean, you're not seeing guys at like
That's
55, 60, all of a sudden, you know, that's it. That's
Well,
further.
that's true, but you got to go there to get to the 60s and the 70s. So yeah, I'm okay with that. Like, yeah, around that price range, if that's what you want to say, then I'm cool with that.
No, I'm just agreeing with you.
That's cool.
So what do you think?
Me? Oh, I got a lot. I got. So.
And none of you ladies have said no
I like-
kids.
I like-
I've seen, you know,
Yeah,
No
I like
kids?
my
Like
men.
a man that had-
Yeah,
No.
I was
Kind of
gonna
flag
say
most
kids.
people.
no kids. So even pansexual, no kids.
I prefer. I don't have kids, so I wouldn't want to add on that responsibility of someone that has kids. That's
Okay.
something.
That
Y'all
goes
better-
across the board too with all you ladies.
Well, they better find one now because then when you get a little older, they all got damn kids. But
You know,
Dating in your 30s, they say it's like, you know, like
I
the
ain't
bottom
there
of
yet.
the
I
Doritos.
ain't
bag.
there yet.
Spitting the chips, you guys ever heard that?
if there's a crazy ass baby mama, don't nobody want to deal with that.
Yo,
shit.
that's just a
right.
mad
That's
annoyingness.
too much.
They're delusional as
Like,
fuck.
Okay,
Like,
one at a time.
honestly
Let her
say-
talk. Give her a chance.
all right, but whatever. Like the type of man that I like a little bit of a controlling, not so controlling that it's like obsessive controlling, like a controlling, like damn, you know, that's
A protect.
Like, put
your
yeah, like
place kind
you know what I'm
of
saying?
thing.
Like
Yeah.
don't touch the door, or we're gonna get home and I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, but not like in a bad way, but like in a nice way, you know, in
Like a mysterious.
mysterious way. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I like mine with like a beard, tattoos, nice colored eyes, whatnot. Has to be taller than me. It doesn't matter how taller than me, but just has to be taller than me. I can't be looking down on somebody because it's not gonna work out. I like a man that knows how to cook too, and I like a man that just knows how to treat me like a princess. Like, you know what I'm saying? That makes me feel like a big baby. Like, okay, like, you know, like I'll be in bed, they bring me something to the bed, whatever, just simple shit like that. I like it. And but yeah, like I don't know, but visual wise, I just like to look at them. I just want to make sure I like to look at them because you ain't gonna annoy me, and then I don't think you attractive. Then I'm not gonna really like you. So, you know, just,
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're gonna wrap this episode up of Wake Up. We appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna take a little break and we'll come back. Guys, we're gonna take a little break.
It is.
Comments was blowing up. That is a cute little jacket though. I
Thank
love
you.
that.
I'm like,
Can I feel it?
Yeah.
That is very
Yeah, I
cute.
was like,
Somebody requested to join.